Yo, what up, my beautiful dowdies? How's everyone doing today? I'm your host, Fao, and let's talk about the Aventurine fight. I just finished the story. I had a blast. I really recommend you guys do the story. And I did the Aventurine fight. My girlfriend also recently started playing Honkai Star Rail, and she's enjoying it a lot. But she hit a wall with the Aventurine fight. And as it seems, a lot of you guys as well. A few days ago, I made a video about the future of the boss battles of Honkai Star Rail. And Aventurine was the main topic of that video. And I wanted to elaborate on it further. Because a lot of people were upset with how the game was portrayed. Like how the Aventurine fight unraveled. It was too hard. Everyone was stuck. I heard a lot of comments saying, yeah, I was doing it for 8 hours and I can't continue the story and blah, 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 right? And my girlfriend had the same problem. She just finished it this morning. But they nerfed it, right? I think there was a lot of complaints. However's nerfed the fight so people can clear it easily. And I wanted to talk about that with you guys because I did the fight. I had fun. And I had no issues whatsoever at all. And I was like, why do I have no issues? And a lot of people have. And then it just comes to mind that a lot of these people that are complaining are probably newer players. Just like my girlfriend, she just started playing. She doesn't even have characters like around level 70, 80 yet, right? It's all very, maybe just started some relics farming. So it's all very niche yet. The big white traits are not unlocked yet, stuff like that, right? Just still grinding and getting the flow of the game. And she has a pretty good account, decent 5 stars choice, Kafka, Black Swan, Jeopard, Yangqing, Himiko, you know, and Sparkle even, right? E16 Yun, stuff like that. It's all pretty decent things that we, the veterans that we've been playing for, you know, also have. So it's just, I think it's designed poorly for the story. Let me tell you what I mean with that. Hey, pause the video right now. Over 90% of you people that watch my videos actually are not subscribed to my channel. It would mean a lot to me if you would actually consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind after. Let's continue with the video. When I was playing it, because I was reading the comments of the video, and everyone was like all of a sudden like, this thing sucks. I hate the Aventurine boss. When I was like, whoa, what happened, you know? And that video was recorded before the new story was there, so we didn't really I didn't actually get to taste it yet, right? So I played it, and instantaneously I didn't even struggle at all, and I didn't even get the full flavor of the boss fight because it wasn't story. For me, it was a perfect story battle. I didn't really unravel the key components on how to play the fight because for me it was not difficult at all. It was just Aventurine, you know, doing his thing, laughing evilly, and then we had to fight him. And I just got through with it, busy for 4 minutes, and we continue with the story, right? And that's what it should have been for everyone. For me, it was a perfect experience, and I think for many players that have, you know, are level 70 for a while now, we've playing from the start, or just veteran players and all as a whole. It is very, very unrewarding to really want to play the story. You're having fun, you're trying to play Honkai Star Rail, you're a newer player, and all of a sudden you just hit this wall and you can't continue, and the whole flow of your story and stuff is gone, right? I understand all of you, like, because my girlfriend had it and I saw her struggle and she was very sad as well. So I really wanted to talk to you guys with that, about that, because I think they nerfed it, but I think people are still relatively struggling, but maybe it's going better now. What they should have done, and what the core concept of the first video was, I still think this fight is interesting and a good future or direction where they're going. I think the execution was wrong. I didn't have any trouble like many other players, but let me know in the comments down below if you were not a new player and you struggled as well, because then we have a different scenario here, right? But I'm almost 100% certain that all the veterans had no issue. But for the newer players, I get your frustration. This fight sucks then, straight up, right? You just can't clear it and you're stuck, but you want to continue with the story. You're on the internet, you don't want to get spoiled, so you just want to get this done, but you can't do it, right? That is a very frustrating feeling. What they should do, in my opinion, is by default, when the story is there, tune everything down. We don't need these extremely difficult fights when you're just playing the story. you're playing the story. You just want to see what's happening. You can have some fights, some mechanics to make it fun, but it's story, right? It doesn't need to be extremely difficult. We can do that in the late game content. If the Aventurine boss fight, what the main video was about, was late game talk, right? The first video I made was about MOC, stuff like that. Then that is amazing, right? The whole fight is then more engaging, and it actually makes us test our accounts on MOC 12, for example. And it's just everyone that's zero cycling will be tested then, and we have to step up. Maybe you have to, you know, that's what it was all about, because it's in MOC. You know, we don't, of course, we want to be tested there. Then it's a good place to redo it every time, because then it's a strategy turn-based game. That's where we have fun, and we want to have an experience there. I think everything is boring if you could just clear it by default and nothing is like working. That is stupid. Then play Nintendo games like Mario Party or something. You know, like we want a more difficult game with more difficult content. That's why we put all this effort in our characters that we build, right? We want an engaging experience, so of course it needs to be difficult, but not when we're playing the story. And I get the frustration there. So let me know in the comments down below. I really want to know that if you saw my last video, comment again. I would love to know if you actually are a newer player, because I'm sad to say this, if you are not a newer player and you struggled with the Aventurine boss fight, you have to look more at yourself than the fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's more of a skill issue then. It sounds very harsh, but it is. I talked to many of my friends also that I have been playing for a while. No one struggled. And that's why it comes to mind that it's just a newer player issue, and that's just not fun for newer players. But veterans, if you struggle with the story version of the Aventurine boss fight, then you have to probably look at your account. Something is not wrong there. Something's very wrong, and you have to get that fixed, because that's rough, right? That's a tough situation. I hope everyone does understand this, and I hope Hoyoverse understands this as well, is that yes, the concept is good. I still stand by my original point, by my take, where this is a good future for Star Rail. Not only RNG, because the Aventurine boss fight does have RNG, of course. Not only RNG, but just more diverse enemies, right? That keeps the game fresh. Still stand by that. And people, let me know what your opinion is with that for the veterans, right? Because I'm certain that everyone that can already zero cycle everything with ease, you want some more engaging stuff, no matter what it is. Pure Fiction is getting more difficult as well, and that's good. When stuff gets more difficult, it's a gacha game, guys. So we have to keep evolving to make this engaging. If you take a gacha game and you play for a year, you stop, and then 3 years later you pick it up again, if you can still clear the same content with your account that you left in the dirt, that you only played for a year, and you grinded some relics and stuff, and you can still clear everything, that is rough, right? That means everything is way too easy, and we need maybe not even crank up the characters. That everything just you need to pull new characters to clear everything. Of course, newer characters make everything engaging, but at least have more like more difficult stuff that you need to have better relics and gear to actually attack it, right? Or maybe a new set that you have to farm, that, you know, like, we have to move with the flow, and that is extremely difficult to do for newer players. They just started the game, they don't have anything, and then you're gonna hit a wall very quickly. I feel like a lot of people also, maybe with the Ron May story quest, when, spoiler alert, when the big boss, what is it, a beetle, right? Also, some people struggled with that probably, because it's just a little bit of a hard notch all of a sudden for the story. And yeah, I just hope they fix this. I do hope this nerf from the Aventurine boss fight was enough, so that everyone can keep playing, right? But do know, this is an issue for newer players. If it is an issue for veterans, you know, I've been playing this game since release. No issues at all. For me, it was an enjoyable experience, and I hope it's going to keep being an enjoyable experience, that it's actually difficult when we do this stuff in the MOC or something like that, right? That's what we want. So yeah, hey, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I would love to hear you guys take again, though. No hard feelings here, right? We're just talking about a game we love. I really appreciated the comments, because it was like, oh, huh? from the last video. I was like, what is happening here? Why is everyone struggling? And why is everyone having such a hard time, you know? Gives me also a good talk with you guys again, and I like that, you know, that we can talk about these problems together. That's the whole content and viewer relationship, right? That's nice to have. So yeah, yet again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I had a blast. Let me also know if you had no trouble, or still, if you're after the nerfs, it's impossible or something. Then we have to look at Hoyoverse and say, okay, the newer player experience should be tuned down a little bit. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Means the world to me if you could. I love you all and have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace.